Welcome to the show. Remember that time when Brett Kulak looked like Bobby Orr? You want to see the replay? Alrighty then. Okay, that was fun. Wow. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, taking a bite out of the Ottawa Senators, the Montreal Canadiens do as they win 5-1 over the Ottawa Senators, the last game before the trade deadline, folks. And let's run through a few things about this game tonight, shall we? Suzuki Caufield, no freaking surprise. They are still red hot for the Montreal Canadiens. Suzuki with that assist on Brett Kulak's goal there. And Cole Caufield. I mean, let's just throw up this image for Cole, because quite frankly, it's just getting ridiculous at this point. But just take a look at this. I mean, look at these numbers. 30 games played under Dom Ducharme, 1 goal, 8 points, minus 15, 74 shots. Not too bad. Time on ice, 1442. Now, 17 games under Marty, 12 goals, 22 points, +3 rating, 52 shots, more careful and selective shot taking, it sounds like here. And the time on ice is up by just under 4 minutes. So, my goodness, folks. I mean, I'm not gonna, I know I'm only going to touch on Cole briefly tonight here, but it just doesn't end right now. And you have to appreciate what's happening with Cole Caulfield, just the player that we expected. And again, I don't even want to look too far ahead with him, but again, just I like what I'm seeing. Let's enjoy it while it's happening. And let's jump right into Jake Evans, the first star of this game. His offense has really taken a stride this year, and he's shooting the puck more. He's creating chances. He's winning more faceoffs too. He's a defensive specialist. Jake Evans has taken a huge step forward for the Montreal Canadiens. Absolutely love to see that. Jake Allen, 29 saves in this game. His first official W, although a lot of folks, including himself, will feel that they got robbed against Dallas or he got robbed against Dallas the other night, and that's probably true. You can't really argue that whole Sagan instance with that goal. I'm looking at it again. I don't know what to think still. I don't, and it probably wasn't a goal if you really think about it, if it was Brendan Gallagher in that position. But anyway, Jake Allen, 29 saves, making some big ones in this game for the Montreal Canadiens. The only puck that got past him was a perfect play on the power play from Ottawa. So all right, let's jump into Brett Kulak. I've been talking about Kulak a lot on this channel. Hasn't been getting much love. And of course, he makes the great goal tonight. It's Bobby Orr, McDavid-esque, whatever you want to call it. But the Habs got to look at keeping Brett Kulak now at this point. Is he really worth just getting rid of for a second rounder? I don't think so. I mean, Cooley's cap hit right now is what, $1.8 million. So he's probably due for a raise. I think it's fair to pay Brett Kulak maybe just over $2 million at this point if he just keeps playing the way that he is. There's just no real rush to get rid of him at this point, especially for what you might get back for him. So definitely like what I'm seeing from Kulak lately. And then you see this tonight, he gets rewarded with a great, he's a silky smooth skater. I mean, there's an offensive upside to Brett Kulak still when he's playing with more freedom the way everybody has been under Marty. This is what can happen. And we even saw this before under Dom Ducharme too. So I like the hesitation from Corey Schooneman. We all thought it was Schooneman's goal, right? On the Armia tip, which, you all really needed that tip, by the way, needed that goal. But I like the hesitation at the point from Corey Schooneman, just waiting for the right opportunity to shoot the puck. And it just goes laser right in. So I wanted to highlight that really quick. Getting into Lecky, because I think this is the one player that's going to be the most magnified to see if he's going to go or not. All the tweets that have been coming out from Pierre LeBrun about basically the Habs being 50-50 on if they want to trade Arturi Lekkinen or not. And it comes down to they have to get a good offer, a really good offer, and that one that they can't refuse. Probably looking at another first-round pick. Call it crazy if you want. That's what the Habs are probably going to demand if you're going to try to pluck Arturi Lekkinen. So, I mean, if it's a first round in 2023, we'll take another shot at Connor Bedard, like getting the first rounder for the Sherratt trade. But I have a tough time seeing him go at the same time. I do think teams might be willing to step up and pay, especially after seeing Giroux now going to Florida. I mean, the competition has got to stiffen up against Florida because they're a wagon, and then they're becoming more of a wagon, as you guys can tell. So last game before the trade deadline tonight against the Ottawa Senators. So what do we expect? I don't think any of us really know fully what to expect when it comes to the trade deadline. But I mean, going back to the game just for a second here, just to briefly touch on it again for a moment. I mean, it was just nice to see that even Josh Anderson said after this game that the Habs actually expect to win now. That is such a different mindset. than what we're used to, right? So I think that's refreshing to hear just from that side of it. And Jonathan Drouin is, I didn't even put a graphic up for this, made his return to the Habs lineup tonight. Christian Dvorak's been playing pretty good since his return too. And I think Dvorak for sure could be part of the solution. I don't know about Drouin. He's got 1 year left after this one. You could look at selling him at the deadline next year if things aren't working out. But we don't know what Jonathan Drouin looks like under Marty St. Louis. And this is the final. I've said this before on this channel months and months ago, that this has got to be the last straw for Jonathan Drouin. We all thought he would work really well under Dom Ducharme, his former coach in the QMJHL. But now, if Jonathan Drouin can't figure it out under Marty St. Louis, then it's definitely time to move on. But there's non-negotiables, and if Drouin doesn't buy into those, we ain't going to see the best of him. And that could be good news. Hopefully we get the best out of Jonathan Drouin going forward. But again, just a lot of positives in this game right before the deadline here. A really entertaining show for the fans at the Bell Center, for you guys home on TV, for all of us, I should say. But yeah, it's time for deadline, guys. Let's get into it. Again, I don't know about Jake Allen. I mean, there's got to be interest in Jake Allen, isn't there? Like, I don't know how the Edmonton Oilers aren't just like fighting tooth and nail to get a goalie. I think they're probably going to try to take a shot at Marc-Andre Fleury, but I think you got to consider the cap hit of Jake Allen and how low it is, and that he still has another year left on his deal. So I don't know how Edmonton doesn't take a shot at Jake Allen. I just don't see it. I know there hasn't been a lot of noise around that, and Kent Hughes has said they're not shopping our goalies. I'm just not convinced on that. I'm not convinced. I think that's a trade that could trickle up and bubble up. I wouldn't be surprised if it did on deadline day. But anyway, guys, throw a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Let me know your thoughts on the trade deadline. What do you expect? What do you want the Canadiens to do with the remaining moves that they could make? They've already made 2 big ones here with Toffoli and Ben Sherratt. Should they trade Lucky? Should they not? Let me know any thoughts you want. But again, just recently passed 1,000 subscribers. So thank you all so much. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. You know what buttons to push, as I keep saying that lately, if you are enjoying the content. So thanks so much, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Drew Deek signing off. Have a great night. We'll see you soon. Cheers.